is today the fate of our Asian elephants in the wild. So actually, there is very little to speak about that. The condition is so bad, and being associated with these animals for over 35 years, as time passes, I am growing more and more pessimistic, unfortunately. We are hearing many like optimistic views and all that, but when it comes to elephants, the things are really looking very bad. You all know that, and I think I will not speak anything new, only just some light that I want to throw on the situation of the Asian elephants in the wild. Next, please. Next slide, please. So the Asian elephants in the wild, like we have them in 13 range countries across Asia. Probably you all know that. And the population distribution or population status is like that. For 4 countries, I have a very latest population status that I collected today. Like Nepal has shown little bit of an increase in elephant population. Then interestingly, Myanmar also, but those 7,000 to 7,500 elephants that you see, only 1,000 elephants are like wild, rest 6,000 are captive elephants. So also you have a very bad situation in Sri Lanka, like 6,000 elephants in a very small island. And because of that, it's creating a very bad crisis, probably much worse than what we have here. And what to say, we have all the ladens. And every time some people get killed in the hand of elephants, because the people have entered into the elephant areas, and people obviously will get killed, and then another elephant becomes a laden, and the people hunt, and they expect us to remove that elephant. You know that what is happening in Gwalpara only a couple of days back, and we went, and people just shout at us, "Take your elephant," our elephant, not there. And actually there is a reserve forest area. The reserve forest belongs to the animals, and people think that no, it belongs to Dispur. So we should pick up the elephant from there and give to the minister. So, so that is the situation. See, really situation is very bad. So about 48 to 50,000 elephants we still have. The number gives a very wrong impression actually. We still, if we go by number, we think that the Asian elephant situation is not so bad if we compare with rhino and other species. But actually, the ground reality is not that. That figure is only, a wrong impression we get, because elephants is a mega herbivorous animal. They need a lot of space. They roam around 500 square kilometer. So we have not left any area where they can comfortably roam around, breed, and have their social life. So that is why the habitat degradation, habitat fragmentation, and all these things that we have allowed to happen. And of course, if we come to our state, our region, that our Atithi Devo Bhava has become little too much. Because all the Atithis that come here do not like to go back. They settle in. So because of that, our elephants have no space. Now it is, the Atithis are giving homestay in the elephant home. So they are tourists, and now they are, so that is why the elephant situation has become very, very bad. I'll just throw a few lights on some of my thoughts. Next, please. So I said elephant is a mega herbivorous species. It's a flagship species. Quite often when we speak to the school children for elephant conservation, some of the very intelligent children, they ask me, "Uncle, why we need to save the elephants? They do not plow our field, neither they give milk. So why we need to save the elephants?" Anyway, I will answer that. You all know about it. So you are a very knowledgeable audience. I do not have to say that they are a flagship species. They, wherever like elephants are there, so some forest is there, some water will be there, and minus elephant, everything will be lost. And not just that, elephant, now we know that elephant has the answer to cancer. They do not suffer from cancer because they have a particular gene, P53 gene, where anti-leukemic factor has been isolated already. And I believe within 2-3 years, we are coming with a very good solution for cancer that will derive from the elephants. We cannot allow this elephant to become extinct because we will lose some very hidden secrets of nature along with the elephants, besides what is very openly visible. So they need so much of food, they need big areas to roam around. Obviously, by instinct, they know that if they are territorial, they will make it a desert. So by instinct, the elephant roam around, and so they need bigger space, which we are not giving them anymore. So this was the erstwhile historical home range of elephants, but unfortunately, on the western side, western arm is gone. Even within India, the condition is like that. We only have 4 areas, and out of which the western side is almost gone, only in northeastern region and in South India. Fortunately, after the establishment of Project Elephant, conservation efforts have improved. The elephant population in India went down to 18,000. Fortunately, now it has grown to around 27,000. Captive elephant population has declined from 4,000, now it is 2,600. So, this is wild Assam, and the disturbing, because though I am talking in a global perspective, but my main concentration is Assam. So the whole of northern boundary of Assam, where we are concerned about the eastern Himalayas, the whole of Food Hills, there was, a continuous territory of forest, like from Terai on the west to up to Myanmar in the east. It was a contiguous forest, and the depth was also up to say 40 kilometers at some places. Now only a few patches of forest is left. Entire area has become highly degraded and encroached. So the elephants are losing their corridors. They are isolated. That is why I said, though the number gives us some kind of a comfort that they are in a good number, even in Assam we have 5,000 elephants wild, but they are all living in isolated patches. The variation is declining very fast. So you do not see very robust, beautiful elephants anymore. You do not see big tuskers anymore because they are selectively killed. So this type of, you only see islands of forest. They are not connected. So that is a very bad thing for the elephants. Though the government of India has declared some elephant reserve, but only in papers. Actually, in reality, these reserves carry no meaning because nothing is really being done on that. I said the Assam elephant population dynamics, it is almost stable, but there is serious doubt about it. The number of elephants that we found dead every day so gives a different picture. So I will skip. But the problem is here. The problem is here where elephants and other wild animals should coexist. If we breed like this, so quite often I think that God has done a very wrong thing creating us. He did everything right, but the worst thing he did, maybe it's a design, he want to destroy this. That is why that is the situation. So how can the elephant survive? Where is the space? It is basically competition for space. Humans, if we grow like this, we need space. The only space, little space left is the forest. That we fail, we burn and convert to, see these, in Nagaland. This is the situation. And will hill be there or anything be there? And the habitat is destroyed. Habitat is converted to humans. The elephant movement paths, that is these are blocked. So converted to residential plots. So the elephants suffer. They are confused. Just see this elephant. This is in Libreville. You see their body language. They are just like a group of ants. So maybe last year they came here. So the younger ones, they asked their mothers, "Kahan gaya re?" This was not the place we were supposed to come. So the elephants in the wild, or the normal, normal family groups are all disturbed. You see, all these are boys' hostel, all male. This is not a natural social group of this type of group we see today. And also below is our tea gardens, because that is the only place where now they get some shelter, no food. Not a blade of grass they can eat, not a drop of water they can drink. Whole day they stand in the tea garden only because they get little bit of security that they can see anybody disturbing from anywhere. But you see, the biology is what they eat pass as stool within 6 to 8 hours. So these elephants that come here in the morning till evening, they are totally empty. So those empty elephants, they want to go and descend on the paddy fields or villages. If we try to block, can we block? They become like tsunamis. Nobody can stop them. So elephants also fall in these trances, in the so-called drainage trances, like that. And the worst is the electric lines. Rural electrification is necessary. We have to bring light to each and every family, and that is what with bamboo poles. And that is why highest number of elephants die like this. This is, see, how people use the electric cables. These are live electric cables. Only 2 days back, I was in Gwalpara after that Laden, so-called. And I was surprised. Yesterday, I spoke to the minister and chief secretary. Please do something immediately. All the elephants will die. Because even you cannot walk. The way live wires are everywhere. These are domestic lines. The electricity board supplies you the electric line to light your house, and not to give live wires all across the sal tree, sal forest, and paddy cultivations, and anywhere. You only see live wires. So elephants are dying like anything. Most of these deaths are not reported. Not reported by the forest officers, because finally it becomes their discredit, because some elephants have died in their area. But when 1 or 2 people get killed, why? Do you know why it is happening more? Because elephants have route only through the villages where they don't have electric lines. Otherwise, everywhere there are these lines. By experience, they know that there is electric line, we'll die if we try to go. Do you know why Gwalpara there is such a big problem? Because the elephants can't go back to Garo Hills. It is blocked by electric line everywhere. So until and unless something is done immediately, this heritage we are losing, that is sure. So elephants die like this, very pity, very young bull electrocution. And as the elephant died, they removed the electric line immediately. Anybody can easily find that there was an electric line. You see the holes of the pole and all that. You can fix responsibility to whom that farm belongs. But not even a single case you will find. They never file any case, or so elephants are dying. And our steel monsters. So this is there. The elephants pass everywhere and get killed. So there is another thing. I am a veterinarian. I know particularly that some diseases are also, now there is a big concern. Elephant endotheliotropic herpes virus. It has come in a very bad way. And it has affected the elephants in India as well. We are losing many elephants. 2 weeks back, we lost 5 elephants within the span of 15 days in Nondankanan Zoo. We have no knowledge how to fight this menace. So one international event we have organized. All the experts are coming, converging here in Khanapara, in our college, and we are trying to find out solutions how to fight this new viral entity. And of course, if elephants are to survive, not only elephants, all other wildlife, community involvement has no alternative. And Ranjit, like here, or Balipara Foundation is doing it in that side, and that is the only thing. Until and unless the community feels that they are our elephant, we need to save them. They are necessary. Otherwise, if they have a feeling, take your elephants. So no elephant will actually survive. So training those villagers how to face the elephants, how to live with the elephants. Like our ex-chief minister, Sarat Sinha, used to say, we have to live with flood. And we must teach our people to live with elephants. It's a reality, and you have to face it. So empowering the people, teaching them, telling them how to live with elephants, and giving the lights and some other things like elephant-resistant trance. This is very effective. Very effective. And these trances can act as an irrigation canal. They can not only prevent the elephants from passing to the village side, but they can also be a physical barrier, because the villagers keep encroaching. But if you create a physical barrier like this, it may be a little expensive, but in course of time, this will stop the expansion. So even villagers can create such canals for protection of their crops, and legitimate power fencing powered by solar panels. That is at least not offensive. They will not kill the elephants, but keep at bay. But sometimes this type of physical barriers can be disaster, because elephant try to cross to the other side and get killed. So organic barriers like biofence, this type of, and in Manas area, they have found very success with the lemon. Lemon it's giving you crops, which is very expensive and nutritious at the same time, because the elephants are very careful from getting injury. So that is why they don't touch it. It's thorn. So biofence, lemon is a very good biofence. And we also have that thorny bamboo, which is indigenous to Assam. And I'm also like trying to convince the forest officers, let us go for it. This bamboo thorny bamboo, what we call kaitiaba. So this can be, if they propagate it by tissue culture method, they can cover areas and prevent elephants from passing to villages or vice versa. This can be very effective, and very quickly we can propagate this. And as a result, you also get the bamboo for some other household works, and because of the thorn, elephant will not touch them. Some other things like how to control damages to the villagers' life and properties. We have a captive elephant culture. I said, interestingly, this is a wild animal where we have a very sizable captive population. So these captive elephants can be properly used for driving herds of wild elephant. This picture you can see just 2 or 3 kunki, we call them kunkis. 2 or 3 kunkis can drive a herd of 70 elephants from tea garden or anywhere. So this is a very effective method, and I can appeal to the tea community. They can also sponsor, like they can keep 1 or 2 captive elephants. That they can engage in clearing some falling trees and all that, and can do some service to the society by driving this herd or saving the life and property of the villagers. And see, technology is there. This is a bull, and we can catch, and we can put radio collar, then check its movement. But this will be effective if only there are a few ladens. But we have many ladens. America had to handle 1 laden. In Assam now we have many, at least 50 ladens today. See, this laden is nothing but a rebel bull that is denied access to the parent herd, because there is a more dominant bull in the herd. This was always there. It's not a new thing that it is happening today. But unfortunately, we don't have even that little space for this loner bull, frustrated individuals, unfortunate individuals. We don't have space for them. See, these animals, they are frustrated. They can't go near mother and aunties. The herd, they belong to the herd actually. But because there is a more dominant bull, and he also proposed to somebody, and that is why I got the kick. So he's a very frustrated person. We have no sympathy for him. We give him a label, you are a laden, and we are after him to kill. But see, we always accommodated them in our, in our culture. We always accommodated them. But today we have no space for them. And do you know why most of the casualties take place because of the loner. Actually, you recall the first picture. When people run or chase a herd of wild elephants, they do not look back. What may be there? The laden is there. Because he is a satellite to the main herd. He will always keep a distance because the big bull is there in the herd. He may attack him. That is why he keep a distance, but he is always just like, a satellite. He will be there. So the villagers, unaware that he is there, suddenly get caught and killed. And the Gwalpara bull, actually, he was in a must. So must is a natural phenomena when there is a very high charge of testosterone that makes him erratic. So that day he killed 5 people in the frenzy of must. Next day onward, he's fine. So we can probably capture him because Chief Minister has declared that we will tranquilize and capture him. But the government has no idea what to do after that. Where to release him? Which park will accept a bull that has the opening score is 5? So he's a very good opener actually. And it's not the old Laden that has 50 half century. He died of electrocution and people have taken revenge by eating his meat, flesh. So he is not there. This is another bull. And so we said, let us give him some benefit of doubt in cricketing term, because this is, he did, yes, he did it, but maybe just because of must he did it. So let us see, because we have no place to relocate him in Assam. So these are the issues, and I am talking about Assam, but the whole Asian country, it is same. Thank you very much. I will not speak much. You all know the status of the Asian elephants. We hope they survive. They are glory of our past. And I want to finish with words from P.D. Tracy, who was a conservator of Assam, and he said that if Asian elephants survive somewhere, it will survive here in Assam, because people are accommodative. People, they want the elephants to live here, actually. So many incidents I can recall, because I am in this for over 30 years. Say some farms are raided by elephants at night, and sometimes in the morning we go to say some or sympathize. They say, I must have done something wrong. They look up to the sky and say, that is why Ganesh Baba has given me this punishment. So they take the responsibility, they like blame themselves, not the elephant. They are a Baba. So I hope this permissive nature or accommodative nature of Assamese people will, and even today I say that our local people, Assamese people, are still accommodative. The problems are mostly by our Otithis. So that should change. We want to change their mentality, and then we allow that peaceful coexistence. Thank you, sir.